Good evening. Thanks for joining us. Last evening, residents gathered for a listening session held by U.S. Army officials. The topic was the massive force structure reduction that could possibly affect Fort Wainwright.
By the year 2017, the Army plans to reduce at least 8 brigade combat teams, decreasing the Army by nearly 80,000 soldiers. The community was out in full support of Fort Wainwright last evening during the listening sessions. Many of the comments had the same theme, at least here for the interior.
We definitely don't want to see them reduce their forces, and that we are definitely interested in seeing more, but more importantly that we are here to support them in their actions and their purpose and what they do.
With the reduction plan beginning in 2013, the military value analysis of training, power protection, well-being, geographic distribution, and mission expansion are the main deciding factors that the U.S. Army officials will use. However, if a reduction is seen in the interior at Fort Wainwright, many spoke of the hurt it would cause not only to the economy, but to the community.
It would be huge. I mean, it's not just about the soldiers that are currently here, but they come back. They come back with their families. They come back here to retire. They go to our universities. We put a program in a couple years ago to where now we have counselors right there at the university to help them through to be able to use those credits. We have more programs now so the Vietnam veterans can get jobs. And you don't realize that it's not just the soldiers that you see, it's those that have served many, many years.
There was one topic that Fort Wainwright seems to have in its corner: location.
Just definitely want to emphasize the fact that they have wonderful training here, the largest training facilities in the world, the greatest opportunities to train their units in a variety of climate conditions and geographic conditions.
Army officials from the Pentagon were there as well to take notes. However, they say no matter how many military installations they visit, they receive the same comments.
Every installation feels that their community is better than anybody else's community, but I mean the real factors of that play really more is really the key strategic placement, of which the Army has already realized that. It starts with strategic guidance. So I mean the Army recognizes Fort Wainwright location, strategic guidance. They understand that we're shifting to the Asian Pacific.
Officials do say that all of the comments will be heard by deciding personnel and that the decision will not be easy. Some may feel the impacts as early as this year. However, the process will take up to 4 years to the 2017 deadline.
Every comment will be carried back to HQDA, to the Secretary of the Army, the Chief of Staff, and they'll use those to kind of help them make the tough decision, which hasn't been made yet, but they'll use the community input. That's why we're doing these things.